principles. There are so many principles of graphic designing, out of which I have chosen exactly 8 principles of graphic designing for you all. Okay, because with the Canva you can go ahead with this 8 known principles of graphic designing. Fine. If you want, you can take a screenshot into this, but you have to remember this whenever you're going to go ahead with designing. Fine. Today we are going to design our post based on these 8 principles of graphic designing. Fine. One after another I'll teach you what is this. Okay. One after another I'll teach you what is this. Come on, let's begin with the very first principle of graphic designing. It is known as hierarchy. What is it? Hierarchy. Can you tell me what is hierarchy? What is hierarchy actually called in the general terms, in the scientific, or what we say in the general arts terms? Hierarchy is nothing but one should be a eldest in the family, a grandparents. Yes, then there comes the parents. Then there comes the son. Okay, and or the daughters, and then there comes the grandchildren, children, then there comes the grandchildren and more, right? So this is called as hierarchy. So in the graphic designing terms also we have a hierarchy. Okay, what is hierarchy? Can you tell me from this point of view? What is the most important thing on a design is called as the must have the highest hierarchy. Fine. What is the next important thing? Must have the second hierarchy. What is the next important thing? That should have the third hierarchy. Okay. So what does this actually mean is, if you want your viewer to show something that is important in the design, then you have to bolden it up, you have to make it bigger, you have to make sure that that text is highlighted at the most. Okay, now we have 2 designs here. Can you tell me what is this design telling me about? What is this design telling me about? Okay, what is this design about? Okay, so whenever you look into this design, what we follow is, which is the biggest term in this design? General Institute of Alumni for demo purposes. Okay, is it telling me anything out of this? No, right? Okay, what is this design about is actually the webinar. It is actually a webinar. It is about webinar. But they have highlighted this as the most one. Okay, does it make a sense? Can you please tell me whether it makes a sense? No, right? Okay, you have to guide the whoever looks into your design. You have to guide the viewers through your design. Okay, whenever they look into the design, what is the first thing that they have to see? You have to highlight that part. Fine. So this must have been highlighted. This webinar series should have been highlighted, not the General Institute of Alumni for demo purposes. Correct? Okay. What is the very first thing that my viewers should have look into, and what is the very first thing that they have to see and come to our webinar, right? Yes. So the purpose of this flyer is you're calling them to come to the webinar. Fine. So the main purpose is not served with this design. So we call this design not a perfect design. Got it? Why is that? Why is that so? Because the very first principle of graphic designing, not just the very first thing, even the very second thing. What should I see? What is the very second thing? Do I see career learning for 21st century? No, I don't understand what is this. I don't understand what is being done there. Correct? The next highlighted thing is April 10th. Okay, what is it? You cannot understand what is being put up in this design, right? So whatever you're designing, my dear brothers and sisters here, please make sure from now on that you are going to design it with the principles of graphic designing. Okay, I'll show you how to do that in the upcoming session, in this session itself. Okay, do not worry. I'm just into some theoretical concepts. I just want you to listen and grasp this concept. You're not just editing, you're editing with perfection. Remember that. You just not have to put the things here and there and edit it. No. You have to maintain perfectionism in your designs from now on. Okay? Will you do that? Yes? No? Yes? No? Come on. You just don't have one principle. You have 8 more principles now. I just want a thumbs up now. Everyone must follow this principle of hierarchy. Okay, so what is hierarchy? Now I'll show it in this design. Okay, the very first principle of hierarchy is over here. design like a pro. Can you see that? What is this calling me to? There's something like design like a pro. Okay, this is the very first thing that I want my viewers to look into. Design like a pro. Now you have got an idea. There is something called as designing. So what is it? So this is the second most highlighted text that I wanted to show my viewers as. Transform your ideas into the stunning visuals with a comprehensive Canva mastery course. Done. Now you have understood what is this. Okay, then what you'll go, you will be guided. Your eyes will be going through this design. You will be guided through this design. Correct? Next, you're going to go ahead with skills that you'll learn. Okay, for example, you don't have time now. If you don't want to read, you can skip this part, but you'll understand. You will understand. You have understood this already. Then you have understood who can join. Okay, you understood that even I can join this course. All ages can join. Then, okay, I'll go ahead and enroll to this. Done. When is it starting? It is highlighted to the most. 5th August. Okay, done. I can just go ahead and register now. Understood? This is how you maintain the hierarchy. What is the hierarchy now? Tell me, please. I just want someone to mention in the chat box. What is hierarchy? You in any flyer, you have the things that you want your viewer to look at first. Okay? The first thing that you want your viewer to look at. The second thing that you want your viewer to look at. The third thing you want your viewer to look at. Okay? That is the way you maintain the hierarchy. Fine? Got it? So the very first thing comes in a very bold manner. Okay? And it should be in the very top. And it should be very much highlighted. So this is all the things that you need to maintain about that you need to know about the hierarchy. Okay? Understood? It's so important to maintain the hierarchy. Yes, excellent. Important things should be highlighted first. Okay? We actually call it as headings. Headings. Okay? In general terms, we call it as headings. Then we maintain something called as subheading. The next one should be in the subheading format, and the next one should be in the body of the text format. Body of the text. Got it? Please let me know if you have understood it. Headings should be highlighted the most, then the subheadings. This are subheadings, and these are the body of the text. These are the body of the text. Fine? So this is hierarchy. In general terms and easy terms, we call it as heading, subheading, body of the text. Okay, this is a hierarchy. Not only in these, even in the designing rules. Labels also. Sometimes the labels should be very highlighted. It should be smaller in some other cases. In that manner, you can go ahead with hierarchy. Fine. So hierarchy must serve the purpose of the design. Fine. So why this design is made? It is made to engage more people to this flyer, right? It wants more people to come to this flyer. You have to make sure that more people are signing up to my course, right? So the purpose of the design is that more people should read this design. So if the design is not interesting, then you won't stay here. You won't stay into this design. You'll just swipe left, right? Or you can just swipe up. Fine? What do you do usually onto the reels? Once it doesn't catches your eyes, you'll just move around, right? You'll just go through the reels. Just skip that reel. Perfect? So in order not to make the viewers skip those reels, what you have to do, you have to make it more engaging by maintaining the design principles. Got it? Okay, so this is only the very first design principles what I have taught. It is called as hierarchy. Remember? Understood now what is hierarchy? Okay, let's go with the very second principle, the alignment. Tell me what is alignment? General terms, it's very easy. What is alignment? What is alignment? Align. What does alignment mean? Someone please. We are having some theoretical concepts. Come on, listen and answer me. Go ahead. Do not go ahead with any other things. Aligning things. Yes, left alignment, center alignment, right alignment. You have 3 different alignments. And what more? You're ensuring that your elements are properly aligned. Correct? For example, just see here. The alignment over here is all left alignment. Correct? This is the center alignment. This is also the center alignment. If you would have kept this over on this side, left side, design like a pro, and then this on the middle, and then this on somewhere over here, then does it follow the proper design ruling? No. Just look into this alignment. This is somewhere in the middle, and this is somewhere into the middle, and this is somewhere into the middle, and they did not maintain the alignment here as well. Even the alignment is not perfect. Even if it was over this side, you must have maintained the right alignment here. Because this doesn't look good here, right? Does it look good? There should be proper alignment. Fine? Okay, this is the second principle that you have to maintain, that is called as alignment. Okay, the third thing is the spacing. There should be the proper spacing. Okay, tell me what is spacing? The third thing is spacing. Tell me what is spacing? Space between the elements, space between the textuals, space between the, yes, the space between the important labels, correct? So tell me this space, the space, yes, distance between each and every object that is meant placed here should be equal and similar. Come on, I'll show you here. Just look into this screen. Okay, the space between this and this are equal. Okay, take it from me, they are equal. If they're not equal, your design won't look good. I'm telling you, design never looks good if these spacings are not equal. Do you know that? The distances must be equal. You know, in the Canva, you will be able to see that whether the distances are equal or not. I'll be showing you how to maintain this as well. Okay, so this is the one thing that you have to remember. Distance should be same. Okay, distance is nothing but the spacing should be properly correct between the two objects, between the two elements. Fine. Okay, this is the third principle. Next, we're going on to the fourth principle of designing, known as contrast. Fourth principle known as contrast. Okay, I'll give you an example. Okay, there is something black here. Okay, on the right side, can you see there is something black here on the right side? This one, this black screen. Can you see that? Yes. I'll write something black on it. Is it visible? Please tell me. What did I write? Someone please let me know. What did I write over there? Black screen. I've written something black. No, right? It's not visible. I think some of you might tell me. No, not visible. Again, I have written something. On the left side, on the right side also. Okay, what did I write? It's not visible, right? It is called as keeping contrast perfect. Okay, if you write black on black, yes, it is written start. But what did you have to do? You actually had to. Yes, it is started. So perfect. You were not able to read it, correct? You are not able to read it, right? You had to look into it very deeply, and then you would have got this term, right? So what is it here? The black on black doesn't match as well, right? Doesn't match as well. So make sure the contrast. This is called as contrast. You have to maintain the contrast in your design. Okay, got it? What is contrast? If you have black background, you need a white. You need a lighter fonts. When you have a lighter background, you need a darker fonts. For example, this is white. I'll write with the black one. Now you can see. Now you can see this, right? Okay. If on this white, if I take the white ink and write it, can you tell me whether it is fine? No, right? So this is called as contrast. Okay. You have to have a consistent color scheme, and even the fonts. Color scheme should be consistent, and there should be the fonts that should be clear, and the look should be very excellent. Fine. Have you understood now? So differences in coloring, light with dark, dark with light. This is called as proper contrast. Okay, maintaining the proper contrast in design. Fine. Got it right? Okay. So you have to maintain even with the elements also, dear sisters. These elements that you are keeping over here, these colors of the elements. Okay. Even for example, think that you have brought something like the light gray element over here. It won't look good. You have to make sure that your contrast is perfect throughout the design. Okay. This is the thing that you can remember for the contrast. Okay. The next thing that the principle that you have is proximity. The fifth principle of designing. Tell me what is proximity? In general terms, we call it as grouping. Grouping the related items together to create a relationship. This is called as proximity. So see here, I have grouped this together. What did I put it? I have put a bulletin there and I've grouped them together. Skills. For example, if I wrote one skill here, one skill here, one skill here, then it was not a proper design, right? I've grouped all the skill together and I've put a bulletin. This is called as proximity. Okay, I've grouped the like terms together. Understood? This is the fifth design principle known as proximity. Okay, the sixth design principle known as repetition. Okay, now tell me, how many repetitions can you see in this design? Not just this, in this design. What does repetition mean by? Can you please tell me? Repetition means same coloring, consistent coloring, not just the coloring, even the patterns, the round pattern here, 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 round pattern here. Repetitions in consistent fonts also. The font should also be repeated. Same fonting, yes. Yellow coloring also, very good. Colors, okay. Fonts, even the patterns, the round patterns also should be perfect. Okay, is my voice breaking? I think I'm audible by now. Okay, just a moment. Okay, fine. This is all about the patterns, fine? Around patterns, fonts, and all you need to maintain consistently. Fine, consistent font, consistent patterns. Fine. The next thing that you're going to go ahead, dear sisters, is the typography. Okay, the coloring. Okay, I think that's another thing known as coloring. Yes. Can you tell me what is coloring? Something that we did yesterday. What is coloring? How do you decide the beautiful colors? Please let me know. Just using the color palettes. Okay, this is how you can maintain the consistent coloring and proper coloring, proper color combinations. How do you do that? Using the color palettes. So color palettes aligns the colors perfectly onto the frame. Fine. So Canva offers you already the pre-made color palettes, so that will help you to check the contrast. Fine. You can maintain the contrast in between the colors. Yes, the color palette, we call it as color palette. Color wheel and color palette will help you to maintain the contrast in your design. Fine. Okay, the last part is the typography. Typography, I'll be explaining you how to go ahead with typography in today's session. Fine. So this is a general theoretical concept that you all have to remember throughout the course. Will you be able to remember these? Please let me know. Yes or no? Yes? Okay, come on, mention it one after another in the chat box. Let's see how you will all go ahead with this. One after another. Let's see. Bismillah. Come on, dear sisters. Mention one after another. Very first thing. Very good, sister Farha. Very good. Second principle. Alignment. Yes, very good. Excellent, sister Shifa. The third principle. Spacing. Excellent, sister Shifa, Duksar, sister Amina. Very good. Okay, the next principle. Contrast. Excellent, sister Zeba, sister Uksar. Very good. Amina. Very good. Okay. Yeah, you have mentioned the next principle as well. The repetition, the proximity. Excellent, sister Amina and Ruksar. Okay, the next one. After repetition, you're just going to go ahead with the coloring. Very good. Lenovo. I do not know the name. Okay, the next one was the typography. Yes, excellent. So now we are going to learn all of this aspect in a single design. Come on, let's start to create a design. What you need to take care of all of these principles together with me now, okay? So let's start. We are again into the introductory session. We are just into the introduction of the class, introductory classes, okay? Do not worry. We have not yet started the topics. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start with the topics, okay? Inshallah. So for time being, we are into the introductory sessions. You can take any design. Go to the creator design, take any dimension. Go to the creator design, take any dimension. You can take a portrait, you can take post, you can take story, whichever dimension you want. What I'll take now is Facebook post. Okay, I'll just write Facebook post, or I can write WhatsApp post, whatever you want. Facebook post. Okay, Facebook post. Okay, landscape, I'll take this. Come on, go ahead. Take any dimension that you want. Once you are done, okay. What we are going to do today is we are going to design one post taking into consideration all of the rules of basic designing principles of graphic designing. Okay. Okay. What is the very first principle? Hierarchy. How did I tell you to maintain the hierarchy? Please let me know. How to maintain the hierarchy? Big first, next second, next third, right? Big should be main thing. Okay. We went ahead with the textual content, right? So next we'll just go ahead with the textual itself. Let's just go ahead with the textual. Let's go ahead with the textual. Okay. You know, you find the hierarchy here. This is hierarchy. Got it? So add a heading, add a subheading, add a text body. I just want you all to click on these three also. Add a heading, click on this. Okay, get back. Click on add a subheading, get back. Okay, just move it around. I'll just keep it down. Okay, then just click on add a body of the text. Are you all done? Please let me know. Add a heading, add a subheading, add a body of the text. Done, done, done. Okay, mashallah. So, what is the design principle? Hierarchy. Okay, you just don't have to keep it somewhere down or something like that. You have to keep it highlighted, whether here, whether there. You also have to maintain the alignment. Perfect. Okay. Now let's decide any topic. For example, let me just write a topic. Tell me any topic. Okay, what was I doing for today's reminders? I think it was. Okay, I'll just write a dua there. Okay, today I think I created a post on dua for something. Okay, dua for all needs. Dua for all needs. Okay, heading. Just look into the heading. Dua for all needs. Okay, see, I've just written it as a heading. Can you see that? So, what is the most highlighted pattern here? This one. Okay, next I'll go ahead. Where do we get the option for heading? Go to the text. Go to the text. Go to the text, and there over there you have three different things. Add a heading, add a subheading, add a little body. Click on add a heading. Okay, and then you have add a subheading, then you have add a little body. Okay, this is how you get the different hierarchy things. Okay, so I'll just replace that to dua for all needs. Okay, now this one okay, now I don't know which is that dua, so I don't remember. What I'll do is I'll ask the Canva to magic write. Okay, yesterday, do you remember? We learned something called as magic write. Okay, someone had doubt about it. Tell me, what is magic write? It is an AI, right? It is an artificial intelligence tool that you can use. You just have to click on this and ask the Canva to write. Click on transform text. Now you want prayer, or I'll just write dua, any dua from Quran. From Quran. Okay, it will give me. Okay, it's giving me in Arabic. So what I'll do is, I'll just not go ahead with dua. I'll just write it as prayer from Quran, because I've written it in Arabic. Dua is an Arabic term, right? Prayer from Quran. Or we can just write Islamic prayer if it doesn't go well there. Again, it is giving me the Arabic terms. Okay, so I just don't want it in this way. I'll just go back. Okay, we can write in Arabic. We can write in Arabic. We can get that. Okay, I just wanted AI to work for me. That's all. Okay, it will. I want AI to give it for me. Okay, AI is not so developed over here in Canva. Okay, sometimes what happens? Yes, in the Arabic, if you want to give, it will give you. It will. Yes, yes, yes. It will give you in Arabic. Yes, you can ask AI to do that as well. Yes. Yes, come on, come on. Try it over. Try it over. Yes, I can tell Arabic codes. Isn't it? Isn't it excellent? Inspiring thing, right? It will give you everything by itself. Okay? Yes, come on, write it down as usual. Okay, sometimes there might be a glitch. Come on, try writing. Come on, try writing. Very good. Excellent. So now I'm thinking of getting it from my clipboard itself. Let me just get something adwa from the clipboard. Okay, I have a husband, Allah wa ni'mal wakil. Okay. Okay, I'll just take this. Okay. Now, okay, it's not what we write over here. I can just write sufficient for us is Allah, right? Okay, so instead of this, okay, come on. Let me know what you can just go ahead with. Okay, for this one, I have the quote in mind. Dua for all needs. I just have it here on my clipboard. So I'll just change that to that. Fine. Okay, come on, put something that you want over here. You can go ahead with magic write also. Please do not worry how to get this Arabic text or something like that. You will get it. I will explain to you in details in the upcoming sessions. Now just put whatever you want, not just this. If you don't want it in Arabic or something like that, put something that you want to. Any code that you want to. You can just write tit for tat or whatever code you want to. Fine. Okay. Okay. So dua for all needs. Okay. So once you click on the textual content, you will get those magic pen. Textual content, there's a magic pen here. Fine. Okay. Hopefully you're getting this. So now just see here, what should be highlighted the most? Can you please tell me what should be highlighted the most in this textual content? Okay. Then what you need to write about this is Surah Al-Qasas. It's in the Surah Al-Qasas. It's probably ayah number 24. I do not remember, but it might be ayah number 24. Okay. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. Okay, okay. Now tell me, dear sisters and brothers here, how do I maintain the hierarchy of this? Okay, is it the proper hierarchy? Dua for all needs. Should be at the top, right? And this should be a bit. Okay, this is the subheading, and this should be the body, and it should be very small. Perfect. Did we maintain the hierarchy? Please let me know. Yes or no? Yes, no? Yes, the hierarchy is maintained. But is the post correct? No, right? We do not have the proper fonting, correct? The spacing. Now, another thing that you need to take care about is, okay, we'll keep this over here. We'll keep this over here. Let this be at the top. Fine. Now, spacing between this and this should be a bit more, right? You should not place it here, this one here, correct? So, does it look good? No. The second thing that you have to maintain is the proper spacing. This and this should be together. Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir. They should be together. Why should be together? Because we are showing that this ayah, the reference to this ayah is this. Correct? Okay, this should be together. The next thing should be the alignment and spacing. Let me know what is the alignment that is followed here. Center alignment. You can also give the left alignment, right alignment also. You might have, okay, for this you might have put over here and this over here. Does it look good? Please let me know. No, right? Okay, because this thing you have mentioned on the center of the page. Okay, see here, how did I maintain the center alignment? This is the center alignment. Okay, I'll position it at the center only. I'll just position this also at the center only. If you have things that you want to put on the right, if you have some other things that are on the right as well, only then you need to go ahead with that. Fine? Okay. So this is about the alignment. Fine? The next thing is spacing. Spacing already told, you need to ensure that each thing is evenly spaced. Contrast. Now let me just put the beautiful background. Come on. I'll go ahead with design. I'll take some elements. Go to the elements and take some Islamic backgrounds. Let's not waste our time. We have so much things to learn today. Okay, I'll just write Islamic. I'll go to the photos. I'll take this dark scheme. I'll put it in the background. Please tell me whether did I maintain the contrast here? Tell me whether I maintain the contrast. Did I maintain the contrast? No, right? Yes. So what do you need to do? I need to have a lighter background with darker text, or the lighter text with darker background, correct? So let me change the color of this, okay? You know, if you do not want to change the color yourself, you can go ahead with, go to the designing, go to the styling and change the color using the color palettes also, okay? Or there is something called as image palette. What is it called as? Please let me know what is it called as? Image palette. Fine. What is the image palette? Whatever image you are having in your frame, you can assign the colors from that image to your design. Let us try. Come on. So what is the image that I have put up? It is this image, correct? You just have to make this image or click on three dot button, and there is something called as, at the bottom of the screen, there is something called as apply colors to the page. Apply colors to the page. Okay. If you do not have that, I'll show you another trick. Okay. Once you are assigning the image, this is your image, right? You want to get the color from this image to your text. You just have to click on three dot button, and there is something called as apply colors to the page. Apply colors to the page. Fine. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll just set this to the background. Before going ahead with the background, I have applied the color from this page, the lightest color from the minarets of this mosque. Now what I'll do, I'll replace this text properly so that this goes well. The contrast is proper and the text is very readable. Okay, I'll replace it in this way. Done? Okay. Do you need me to explain the color image palette again? Okay, I'll tell you how to get the image palette. Okay, to get the image palette, if you have this dua for all needs, okay, I'll just go ahead and click on this dua for all needs. I want the color from this image that is behind, from this image. Then what do? You can go ahead with right clicking on this and just going ahead with replace color from the image. Or what you can do is you can go ahead with the textual content here. Color of the text here, color of the text. Click on color of the text. Okay. Over there, you have this image palette. This is called as image palette or the colors from the photo. Okay. You can just grab the colors from the photo, the light color from the photo. Usually we take the lightish color from the photo for the darker background. Okay. I've taken the lightest color from this photo. I have just added it to the design. Got it? Please let me know if you have understood. This is called as image colors. Okay. Usually when we design the logos, we have mood boards. Okay. Mood boards. Okay. What do is we take something as an inspiration. For example, think that I'll take this design as an inspiration. Now I want the color from this image into my design. Then what do? I just put this image here and I'll click on three dot button and I'll apply colors to the page. Apply colors to the page. Apply colors to the page. Okay, this is how you do the colors to the page. How to add something to the background. For example, I've taken this. I want it to be the background. I'll just click on three dot button and there is something called as replace the background. Three dot button, replace the background. Done. Now, again, is the contrast maintained? Please let me know whether the contrast is maintained or not. No, right? So to get the contrast right, you just have to change the colors. Okay. But still this design doesn't look good for me. Tell me why. The textual content does not have a proper font, right? Yes, the fonts are not at all perfect. So now you have to have a proper combination of fonts. That concept is called as typography. Combining the fonts very excellently is called as typography. Okay? Combining the fonts, and this is actually an art. Art, the technique in which you arrange the textual contents in such a way that the textual contents are very appealing, very visually appealing, and they are readable, perfectly readable. Okay, so typography is an art in which you are going to arrange the textual content in such a way that they are readable and also they are looking very appealing onto the screen. Okay, so let me just combine this textual content, combining the font in such a way that this looks perfect on the screen. You see here, it looks good now, right? Dua for all needs. Then I'll just go ahead with this Arabic text and I'll just change it into the proper Arabic font. I'll just write Arabic here. Okay, I'll go ahead and find some beautiful Arabic fonts. See, we have some beautiful Arabic fonts. Now just look into this. Can you see that? How beautiful it has turned out to? Please let me know. Proper fonting. This is called as typography, wherein you're going to maintain the proper textuals. Okay? Fonts should be perfect. I just want you all to have the proper fonts. Come on, try the different fonts. Try different fonts and make sure you order the design perfectly. Done? Have you understood these three principles? Hierarchy, alignment, spacing is understood. Contrast is understood. Proximity, repetition. Color is also over. Typography is also over. Proximity and repetition. I'll tell you what is proximity. I'll just go ahead with another post now. Okay. For example, think that I'm writing something. Okay. I'll just tell you about the proximity now. Proximity is ordering. Okay. Now this and this one. Okay, this and this one are together, right? Rabbi inni lima anzalta min khairin faqir. This and this one, I have ordered it together. Perfect. What is proximity? Grouping the right items together. Okay. Now, if I want to take this to the next post, I actually will group it together. How to group this is you are going to select multiple, select these two items, click on done button and click on group button. Okay. You have grouped these two together. Group these two together. Have you understood how to group? Now this is a group. Now, whatever you want, whichever post you want, you can take those two. You just have to click on copy, and this is the way you just paste it up wherever you want. Got it? You can change the screens now, change the backgrounds now. Okay, there is a question here. Image palette is not coming. Image palette will appear in your post. Where do you want your image palette to be visible, dear sister? So this textual content, click on that text and click on the color. Okay, if you are with a smartphone, I want you to view entire this one. Only 5 to 6 colors will be showing. Have you seen that in your, if you are with the phone, in the smartphone, only 5 to 6 colors are showing at the bottom. Do one thing, just maximize that screen. You will get all the images, all the colors in the frame. At that time, you will find it at the bottom. Okay, image palette will be there. Just check again and let me know whether you have found it. See now how beautiful it looks. Perfect. Now, have you understood how to group items? This is how you maintain the proximity. You have grouped this together. Okay, wherever you take, you can group this together. These are the related items. These are related items. Fine? These two are related to each other. Or for example, another example I can give you. You want to write some tasks together. Okay, we have, okay, what I'll do, 5 prayers. Okay, 5 prayers. Then what I'll do, I'll just go ahead with this one. The second text, I'll just write Fajr. Fajr. Then I'll just go ahead with another line. Zuhair. If in the body we write 4 to 5 lines, how to align them? How do we align them? In the body, you can write any number of lines, 10 lines, 20 lines, whatever you want, you can write it. But make sure to align it. See here. For example, think that I have written so much big textual content. Fine. Okay, 50 lines. You want me to write much content? Okay. So what do you do is there is some things like this over here and over here. Okay. Make sure with this 5 things you are aligning it perfectly into the screen. Okay. With this six alignment things, you need to align your text. If you increase this, you will be increasing the font size. Okay. You don't have to increase that. You just have to make sure you are increasing the width of the textual content. Okay. Space in which the textual content you're writing, you have to increase that. Okay. So if you have larger text, decrease the font size and then increase the writing space. Writing space to be increased and font size should be decreased. Got it? So this is how you maintain the, what we say, the textual content. Okay, alignment, I'll repeat. Alignment is nothing but you're aligning it exactly on the center of the screen. Left alignment, right alignment. Okay. For this one, if I want to give left alignment, there is something like this. Alignment over here. You can give the left alignment, center alignment, right alignment, left alignment. Okay, whichever way you want, you can give. But make sure if the heading is in the center, make sure the textual content is also in the center only. Okay, this is the alignment part. Okay, how to do grouping? Okay, I wanted to group this and this. Okay, I'll just ungroup it and show. This one, I'll group it with this one, with the Surah Al-Qasas. What do? I'll just grab those both. Okay, if you are with the laptop, just click on Control and press these two together. Click on Control button and press this one and this one together. If you are with the smartphones, if you are with the tab, just click on this 3 dot button. There is something called as Select Multiple. Select these 2 items together. Okay, click on Done and then there is something called as Group. Just group it and these 2 will be grouped and you can take it anywhere. Okay, if you do not understand, do not worry. You will be going through this in the upcoming sessions also. Okay, so this is how you can maintain the entire design principles together and create your design. Got it? Please let me know if you all have got this one. Today you all have to show me one design which follows all of these design principles. If you are with the laptop, just click on Control button, okay, and click on 2 of this. First click on this Arabic ayah, then click on the next this one, okay, and then right click. And then after right clicking, you will get these options. You will get the options like group. Okay, just click on group and it will be grouped up. Fine? Okay. Okay. Now you do not know whether these fonts are perfectly aligned or not. There is something called as font combinations also onto the designs. You can go to the designs and go to the styles and there is something called as font combinations also. Go to the styles there is something called as font sets. Just see here, font sets. If you find that these fonts are not good, then you can just go ahead with the font sets, click on see all and change the fonts. See here, in this way you can change the fonts. The font that I had put was perfect, right? If we write a lot of lines, then the background image will get compromised. So how to maintain that? How are you going to maintain that is that you have a proper label. You need to put a proper label, right? To put up the post. Okay, recently I created a post, I'll just show you. Okay, when you have too much lines, you don't have to concentrate the background. Remember that. When you have too much lines to put up, you should not go ahead with compromising with the background lines. Okay, this is a recent post that I have created. Okay, when you have too much lines to write, dear sisters and brothers, you should not go ahead with the background images. You need to have a clean cut background. Fine. Even if you want to have more of this, then you have to lighten the background. Okay, I'll show you that in the upcoming sessions. Please do not worry about it. Okay, please do not worry about that. Fine. Okay, you just need to lighten the background. Okay, this is an upcoming post. Let's just not waste of time here. We have so much more to learn. Please let me know if you are done with this. Okay. So have you maintained all of this design ruling in your post? Okay. Have you understood how to apply the beautiful font combinations from the styles? If you do not land into the proper font combinations, then there is something called as font sets. Font sets on the styles. Okay, where you go ahead and change the colors. Where you find the color palettes, over there you also have font sets. Okay, you can change the fonts using these font sets. Got it? Okay, in this way you can change the fonts of the coloring, fonts of the textual content that you have. But whatever font I had was perfect, right? Yes. So I think I'll change it myself. So let me change it to something beautiful. Okay, this doesn't look good now for me. Okay, let's just leave it as such because we have so much more to do. Do our only. So let it be like this. Fine. Okay. So have you all done? Have you all followed this 8 design principles? Okay. If you are done, we are going to go ahead with very important concept now. Fine. Okay. Come on. We are learning something called as photo editing. Fine. Okay. Just get back to this concept now. Just leave whatever you're doing. Look into my screen. Fine. Please look into my screen. Okay. I'll take a photo from my gallery. Any photo from my gallery. Okay. Think that this is a photo given by my client. Okay, this is a photo given by my client. I'll add it to the page. Okay, this is a client given photo, and this photo he has told me to add the elements, remove the elements, and manipulate this design. Okay, what is photo editing? Please let me know what is photo editing. I told you I can teach you photo editing in 10 minutes, and I can teach you each and every tools within 1 minute. You can do everything within 1 minute. Please let me know what is photo editing. Manipulating or enhancing the quality of the photo, right? Enhancing the elements, right? Making changes in the already given photo of a client. Now think that this is a photo of a client. Okay, this is a photo given by the client. The client has asked you to edit this photo perfectly. The very first thing that you go ahead with is background remover. Okay, how to remove the background? One click background removal. Okay, Canva offers you one click background removal. As you are a pro user, you can just click on background remover. It will remove the background within seconds. Can you see that? I just want you all to do with your own photos. Done? Have you understood how to remove the backgrounds? Now, what do the photo editors do? They manipulate these photos, they enhance these photos. Just go to the edit button. There is something called as edit. If you do not find the edit, I just want you all to go ahead with an option known as filters. In the smartphones, you have this something called as filters. Okay. Now you can apply different filters. However your client wants to, you can ask them, you want this photo to look bright or what? You want me to give the face retouching or what? You can even give the face retouching. You can just go ahead with whichever filters you want to apply. Bright filters, whatever filters you want, you can apply here. Fine. Done. Vintage, the retro kind of filters, dream kind of filters, black and white filters, whichever you want, you can go ahead with. You have filter option. Understood? This is called as photo editing filter option. Okay. The next thing that you can give is you can give the shadow to this image also. Fine. There's something called as duotone. Okay. In this, you are changing the tone. Okay. I just want to go ahead with the shadows. Come on, there's a shadow. What I'll do is I'll just go ahead with the very first one, glow. Okay. In the glow, you can change the color of the glow. You can make it white because this is black. It is not looking here. Okay, see here, I've given a white glow. White glow. Can you see that? In this way, you can place it in any design also, and you can make a design with this. Fine? Got it? Yes, please let me know. Then you can add the shadows also. Drop shadow, outline, whatever you wish. Curved shadow, page lifted, kind of angled shadow, backdrop. Okay, backdrop is also good. Okay, done. Now, I will put my own beautiful background for this photo. How to put my own beautiful background? This girl is awestruck. So I'll just make her feel awe with whatever. Tell me anything that will make her feel awe. Can we just write a beautiful scenery? Scenery, or I can just go ahead with something like an Eiffel Tower or something like that, right? To make her feel awe. Let me just go ahead with the photos. I'll take a beautiful. Okay, this doesn't seems well with it. So I'll just take a beautiful Islamic background. I'll just go ahead with Mecca. I'll take the photos. I'll take this one. Okay, this might go well with this background. Replace the background. Just see here. You can just maintain this thing. Call as. You can just put her from any frame to this frame, right? Okay. So this is how you change the backgrounds. Okay. So the next thing. Okay, you can edit more to this photo. What you can do is you can go ahead with shadows again. Okay, the shadow was actually the, let me just go ahead with the glow shadow. Okay, to make her feel that she is over here in this place. Okay, to give a 3D look. You can even change the color. I can go ahead with the darker one because actual shade will be there over there, right? So see here, give it a darker color, darker shadow. Fine. Then there is something called as duotone. You can change the duotone of this. You can change entire tone to this. Okay, it's something similar. You can just change the coloring to this. That's all. You can change the coloring of this image in different patterns. Fine, I'll just go ahead with no. No need of any duotone. You can even blur this image. Whatever part you want to blur out of this image. Example, usually what do? Is we don't want the faces to be revealed. So we just blur the face. Okay, let me just blur this face around. How to blur any object? I can just click on this and then blur it. How much amount of blurring you want? You can even give intensity of blurring. If you want less amount of blurring up, you can even blur it very less. If you want high intensity of blurring, you can even do that. Fine. Okay, if you want, you can remove the blur also. Fine. In that way, you can just go ahead with blurring. Fine. This is how you blur the images. And then, come on, I'm just teaching you the options that are there for editing. Fine. You can just go ahead with edit button again. Okay. You know, where do you find that blur? In the effects. In the effects, you find that. In the effects, you find the shadow in the blur. And then there's something called as autofocus. You can increase the focal position and you can increase the intensity of the design. Fine. For example, if I don't want to blur this because I want to increase the intensity of this design, I'll just remove the blur out of this. Okay. Once the blur is removed, I'll just increase the focus and position. Just see here how beautiful it is focused to. You can even blur here. You can even increase the focus. Just here focus is increased and the center of the face. Blur intensity should be decreased to 0. Remember that. Okay, just look into this. It looks so beautiful when you just go ahead with autofocus. Fine. There is something called as face retouch also. Probably till now you might have done so much with other applications like B612 you might have downloaded to just edit your photos. This application will help you to edit your photos very excellently. Okay, the face retouch and more. You have so many other options. You can just go ahead with that. Your options like image upscaler and all, we'll be teaching that in upcoming sessions. Do not worry about that. Fine. Okay, now this is just the single photo, how you can edit the single photo. Fine. Okay, now this is the way you can just edit the photo. Okay, I'll just remove this up. Okay, now think that this is the client given photo. I'll take another photo. I'll write Muslims. Okay, I'll go to the photo. I will take this photo. Okay, So now this is the photo given by the client. Now your client doesn't want someone in this frame. Okay, for example, saying that I think this is not suitable for me. Okay, this client doesn't want this this person or the student in this frame. Then what should I do is I just go to the editing. Fine, I just go to the editing. There is something called as magic eraser. You know, you can erase the entire person out of the frame. Okay, you can just go ahead with brushing, or you can even click. So it will show you what part you want to remove from this. I'll remove this person out of this, okay, along with his knee, perfect knee, okay. You just can click on that and click on erase, or you can just delete that person out. Please try this option. I just want you all to try this, the magic eraser. Can you just see this, how it has created? It has created its own beautiful background, right? It has removed the person out and it has created the beautiful background here. Where is the person? Where is the mat? Where is the mattress? Where did this mattress come from? Correct? So this is called as magic eraser. But still it has some glitches. Some glitches. The other part of this is not showing, right? Yes, some glitches will be present. But this is a finished product. Okay, if you want, you can just scrub them off and give it to the client. Or what you can use, there's another option known as magic grab. I just want you all to try this option. You know, in a family photo, you might, or the friend photo, or you want childhood photos, you might not want someone in the frame. Okay, so you might not want a person, you might want to remove the person out of the frame. And how do you do that? How do you do with that? You just can go ahead with editing option. You just can go ahead with magic eraser, or there is another option known as magic grab. This is an excellent option. I just want you all to go ahead with. Okay, it will grab an entire person out of this frame. Okay, I want to grab this entire person. I'll just click on this and I'll just grab it out. Grab the person out. Just click on it and I'll grab the person out. You can easily grab the person out of the frame. Now you can put this person into another frame also. You can take him and put it in another frame. I have grabbed him out. I'll delete this entire image. I'll put him into another image. This is how you grab someone from this image and put it onto another image. There's an option known as magic grab. Have you all understood this? This is an excellent option. Try this around, my dear sisters. Come on, I have this image now. Okay, think that this is a childhood image of a person. Okay, now this person is standing here, the right person. He says that this is my perfect photo. I want myself to be taken out of this picture and put into a beautiful picture with a beautiful background. So what do? You just click on magic grab. Okay, grab the person out. Which person do you want? Who is he? Who is he? You just ask him. This is the fourth person. I'll grab this fourth person out. Just click on grab button. Okay, tell me whether magic grab is good or magic eraser is good. Magic grab is perfect, right? See here, I've grabbed it. It has given me the beautiful background. Just can you see that? I've grabbed him out. You can delete him. You can remove him out of the frame. He is removed. Or I can delete this person out and I can put him onto another frame also. I'll put him on another frame. I'll put a beautiful background to him. I'll just put a beautiful background like Islamic background. Islamic background. See how beautiful you can work with the photos, right? Isn't it stunning? Excellent, right? Please let me know whether you're finding these things excellent. I'll just put him into this frame. Whichever frame you want, you can put it. You have it all over here. Whichever background you want, you have it here. Okay, let him be standing. I think this is from the... You can just set images background. You can put him over here. You can make him stand here. Done. Got it. You want to create a shadow. You can even create the shadow out of him and make him look like he's actually standing on this place. Got it? I want you all to work on this skill of photo editing. We have learned everything out of the photo editing now. Got it? Okay, the last thing about photo editing is, okay, this is something that you wanted to know, that is nothing but filters is over, effects is over, and some applications. If you want to upscale this image, if you want to give it a good quality, the quality is not perfect here. If you want to upscale the image, there's something called as image upscaler. You can just go ahead with this, and 4x resolution. You can increase the resolution of this image by going ahead with the 4x. Okay. If you do not understand this now, you will be understanding this gradually. Please do not worry about this. Okay. Okay. So you have understood till magic grab. There's another thing known as grab text. Okay. Now, okay. So there's already finished images. For example, saying that, Okay, this is an image. This is an image. This is created by me itself. Okay, so this is an image. Okay, if I give it to you, my dear sisters, if I give it to you, okay, dear students, if I give this to you and tell you, remove the silence out of it and change the silence to wisdom. Do you think you can do this? Before this, anyone might have thought that this is not possible, not at all possible, because it's already finished product, already finished image. You cannot think of correcting the finished image. For example, this one. I'll add this to the page. This I had created it for someone. Okay. This one. If I tell you, change the textual content out of this, did you ever imagine that you can even grab the textual content out of this and change it to whatever you want? No, right? But it is actually possible. It's actually possible with the Canva. You know how you're going to do it, make it possible? For example, think that this is my portfolio. I want to change this name to your name. How do I do that? I just go ahead with editing. Okay, already finished products can be changed. You can change the textual content of already finished products. You can just go ahead with taking the image, and there is something called as grab text. You can grab the text and change the textual content very, very, very easily. Got it? Just see here. I'll just change the Sumaya Sayyed. I'll just grab it up. Okay, gone. It's all gone. Now we can change it according to your wish. Got it? Now it's even giving you which font it has used. I'll just write over there. Let it use something. You can just go ahead and write. You just delete that. You can just write Shifa. Someone is here. See here. You can write the name. You can change the name as it is. It's so beautiful. Okay, this is called as magic or the text grab or the magic text. Fine. So whatever that image you are provided, you can grab the text and you can do it. Okay. So it's actually excellent, dear sisters and brothers. Why? You know why? For example, think that you are going through any design. Okay, you are on the web page, you are going through any design. Okay. I'll take the Google Chrome itself. I'll show you how beautiful it works. You can just go ahead with Google Chrome or anything. I'll just write quotes. I'll just write quotes. I'll go ahead with this quote. For example, think that you love this image. Okay, any image I'll take. Okay, you want to create the graphics onto that image by just editing that and not changing anything else. Okay, I'm not finding a good one. So I'll just take an image from my gallery itself. Okay, any image. Just you can change the textuals out of that image. That is the purpose that I just wanted to show you. Fine. For example, this is a finished product. Fine, I'll just add to the page. This is a finished product. Now you want to change something out of this. What you can do is you can just grab the textual format. Grab the textual format. If you want to change the textual content, grab the text and delete it and put your own textual content there. Fine. So that is how it works. Fine. Hopefully you are getting that. For example, think that you want to change this one. You can just put, okay, it doesn't work fine with the Arabic one. It doesn't work fine with the Arabic one. Okay, if you put it as a background, this one won't be working fine. If you are with this, you want to change the textual content out of this, go ahead with button editing, and there is something called as grab text, and there is easy option known as grabbing the text over, and then you can just go ahead with this. Fine, just grab the text. You can just write whatever you want inside the text. Okay, I've just grabbed this text. You can write whatever you wish to. Got it? So this is how you grab the text. Now, this image does not have the perfect background, correct? It is half fit into the screen. Now, if you want to fill this background into the screen, then what do you do is there is something called as magic expand. So what do? You just click on this photo, go to the edit button, okay, and there is something called as magic expand. Click on it, and you just click on the whole page, okay, and then click on expand. AI will generate the other part of the image and give it to you. Okay, if the background is not fitting properly into the screen, this is how you work on with getting the complete background. Just see here. Can you see that? Can you imagine how beautiful it has done? Isn't it? Okay, this is so beautiful. I loved it. You can just click on done. Now the entire background is got by itself. Okay, you don't have to even worry about the changes there. Okay, So if the images are short, if the background is short and you cannot extend it properly into the screen, then you can just go ahead with magic expand. Okay. So these are the options, the magic options. You have learned entire photo editing in just 10 minutes. Okay? So this is how you edit the photos very beautifully. Today's homework would be that you're going to send me one design which follows the complete design principles, and next you're going to show me every photo editing options that you have done along with me in the entire class. Okay, I'm going to send the group link into the group. Inshallah, you just need to send me the homeworks after this. Click on share button and download the designs and share those designs onto the WhatsApp group. Okay. If not, if you're on the laptop, just take the photo from your device and send it on the WhatsApp group. Okay. You're done. Hopefully, you all have understood whatever was explained. Inshallah, I actually didn't check the chat box. Okay, I'll just go through the chat box. If you have any doubts, I'll just answer it now. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Yes, the time is over. Jazakallah khairan kasira. Okay. So Alhamdulillah, dear sisters here. Jazakallah khairan. Hopefully, this was so beneficial, inshallah. Make sure you're attending the next session because we are going to start the topic-based session from tomorrow's class.